Um, there are a couple of prayer needs that I wanted beyond Patricia, who we lifted up in prayer as we started the service. A couple other prayer needs that I wanted you to please put in your heart and mind and go to God. Many of you know Bobby Sickler, who has been a faithful part of this congregation since its inception. She, moved last year during the pandemic to Georgia for a time, and then came back here in April to live at North Point Senior Living. Bobby's health has gone on a steady deterioration over the last few weeks. She was admitted to the hospital earlier this week. I saw her early in the week, and she was very confused, very weak. Her daughter has been in regular contact with me as late as this morning, and Bobby, by her own choice, has decided not to pursue any further medical treatment. And so she will be kept at the hospital, but put in what they call palliative care or hospice care. And so these are the last days of her journey. Bobby has been very special to me for over 20 years. I met her doing community theater, and she started attending. She couldn't believe I was a preacher, and she started attending the church that I was serving, and then followed me here. So if I ever have a fan club, at least of one, Bobby is president. So she's very special to me, and she loves all of you, and she loves South Main. And my prayer is that these final days of her journey will be very filled with peace, and I know where she will be. So please remember Bobby. The other thing I wanted to share, and I don't think they would mind sharing it because Elizabeth's pretty an upfront person. Elizabeth, early in the week, on Tuesday, called me, and Cody, her husband, had passed out in the shower. His blood pressure had dropped, and they took him to the doctor, of course, and I'm not sure they know exactly why his blood pressure had dropped. May have been his blood pressure medication. He did injure his collarbone, but it wasn't fractured, thank goodness, in the fall. But while he was there, as often happens in doctor's offices these days, he was tested for COVID, and it came back positive. Neither Cody nor Elizabeth have been vaccinated, and so she, of course, was told to quarantine along with him. He, fortunately, as of now, as far as I know, and Friday was the last time I spoke with her, he has not developed any symptoms. She, however, did develop a severe sore throat and went to the doctor herself, was tested. As far as I know, has not gotten the results back, but she was positive for strep. So please just lift them up in prayer. Because of the COVID positive test, their young son, JW, is with her mom and has been since last Tuesday. So they've only been able to see him through the window. For safety. Again, everybody makes their own decision about the COVID, but you know how I feel. I believe strongly the vaccine is effective, it's safe, and it's our responsibility to get it. So that's my little pitch on that. Our lunch today is from our friends at Grace Episcopal Church. I'm not sure. I think we're going to hand it out. You can take it with you. We're not dining in person yet. So I think it's probably already boxed up, but you'll figure it out. We'll get out there. I know you're all smart people. And we're grateful for Grace Church and their faithfulness to us. They also, many of you may not know, that Grace Episcopal Church provides us 500 bus tickets a month that we are able to share with the community. So we're really grateful for that. I think that's all the announcements. We'll be here this week as we typically are. Yes, Jerry?
I got a praise report.
Yes, praise.
I finally found some work.
Jerry got a job this week.
Yay.
So stand up and do your what you say to people.
I'm tired, but I did a double yesterday, man. Welcome to Moon.
Welcome to Mode.
I also have a praise report. Grace doing fine on his job.
Oh, good.
He's not just a dishwasher anymore. They moved him to cook. He's on the grill.
Awesome.
And as of Tuesday, when he gets his check, the car should, well, our name is already on it, but we should be everything legal, insurance, and everything. And then we got an appointment for an apartment that same day. So God, make a way for us. We're gonna do everything in one day, have our own, if we have to lay on the floor, we'd be happy.
Amen.
I have a praise report. The Lord has provided us with a new vehicle too. I don't have to drive that big ugly truck anymore. Use all that gas up. So we have a better vehicle now. And we donated the truck to a friend who needed a ride to work.
Awesome. That's kind of you.
Great.
All right, has anybody got a birthday this week?
I had one last Saturday.
Shannon, have one last Saturday. All right, we'll sing to Shannon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. All right, let's stand up. Yes.
On Wednesday, when we have the prayer service, are we going into the cafeteria that's down here that was the evening there?
We're not eating in there. Yes, so that's a good point. So rather than meeting here in the chapel, we are gathering folks down in the fellowship hall on the weekdays, because on Thursday, the Bible study is meeting here in the chapel in order to have a bigger space to spread out. And we'll just do that until COVID calms down. But in the meantime, we'll gather our other times, because sometimes the Bible study isn't done on Thursday. So we've tried to make it simple for people to remember. Go to the fellowship hall. Which brings us to one other quick announcement. I announced several weeks ago that we received a really generous gift that allowed us not only to put the new windows in the Mercy Center, but we're going to have this room completely repainted and the ceiling repaired. And that work is supposed to start in the second week of September, and we will probably have to be out of our sanctuary for about 3 Sundays. So while that work is going on, we're going to go by faith, and we're going to meet outdoors like we did on Easter. And we pray it's not 150 degrees or pouring down rain. So you can already start praying for that while we're out of our indoor space. But anyway. All right, let's stand. I won't have you join hands, but let's sing our song, Loving God, Loving Each Other.